Local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Good Day Oregon Plus. Thanks for joining us. We are live here in Portland. I'm here with Joby. Hello, everybody. And you know what? This is what we're here for.
There it is, baby.
That right there, the Seattle Seahawks victory parade. I mean, you wonder how long everybody there has been up, either all night or 3 days.
And maybe they may not have slept since Sunday, right around 7 p.m. when the game got over. Right
May not have. We're going to be doing this here for the next hour, so at least, and this parade may go longer than that. So you're looking, obviously, they're live in Seattle right now. We've got a number of different cameras and shots we're going to be pulling up.
So that's Jody Allen, of course, Paul Allen's sister, the late Paul Allen's sister, currently the chair, I guess, owner of the, kind of owner of the Allen estate, technically owns the Seahawks.
Right.
She's the figurehead.
This looks like this might be the start of the parade. So as you can see, this is live. Things are moving around. We're going to be go ahead and bringing you all kinds of different shots and different looks, different angles. Sometimes they may end up like that.
Yeah, so they're in Lumen Field. So they had a big kind of event in front of about 60,000 fans there. That's not the parade.
Luckily, that one wasn't.
No, but they were at Lumen Field, and they had a big big celebration there with the trophy. And so now, Greg, they're going to basically go along 4th Avenue through downtown Seattle in front of. I mean, they were expecting as many as 1 million people that are going to be lining the streets. They were saying that are going to be there for this victory parade,
which is crazy having that many people running around. But I mean, this is such a huge day, huge celebration for people. And Joe, I know you weren't at the Super Bowl.
No, I wasn't at the Super Bowls, but I do have every time that the Seahawks, I mean, I've been a fan of this team since the 80s, Greg, not to date myself, but coming up on 40 years here, actually probably about 40 years, which is, oh gosh, that's scary. But in all the years that the Seahawks have made the Super Bowl, my friends and I have gotten together to watch the game at a big watch party in downtown Seattle. And then in the 2 cases where we actually won the Super Bowl, we celebrated in the streets with all the other Seahawks fans. So I was part of the celebration on Sunday there, which is why my voice is not necessarily at 100%.
Looks like, but you know what? I've got a little bit of that here. Let's go pull up one of.
This is while we're waiting for the parade. This is video I shot. I shot this. This is in Pioneer Square in Seattle, where again you had thousands and thousands of people basically rushing into the street following the game. Most people behaving. Fireworks are not allowed in Seattle. There were some people shooting off fireworks, but generally I think people were pretty well behaved. But just the celebration went all night long into the early morning. Pretty much continued until today, I would say. This was, again, that's Pioneer Square in Seattle, where so a little bit removed from where that parade route is. But that's one of the, that was kind of the big party area there. And I got a couple other videos here. I think that one's stalled out here. Can you pop up this next one?
Let's see here. Yep, I sure can. So let me get that pulled over there.
This is, again, that same area, Pioneer Square in Seattle, where in the immediate aftermath following the game, again, just thousands of people flooded out from their sports bars, watch parties, what have you. And they were just celebrating all night long. It was just a really festive, exciting atmosphere.
I'm going to watch that back here real quick. So we are waiting for the start of the parade, and we'll have that for you. But just looking at that, and being a part of something like that, there was some celebration here in Portland, but clearly not the same.
And you have to remember,
not the same.
As I said, having been someone who's followed this team for as long as I have, and a lot of people have, they won their first championship 12 years ago. And that's the only championship, the Mariners have never won a championship. The Sonics, when they were around, they won a championship in like the mid-'70s. But Seattle doesn't have a lot of these things. Just like in Portland, we're waiting for the Blazers to win a championship.
Right, yeah.
So when it finally comes, it was a big, big deal. And so they won one 12 years ago. 12 years later, they finally win another one. And so, it's just a lot of pent-up excitement. This was me walking towards Pioneer Square, coming down there. And yes, the whole city was just lit up in blue and green, and Seahawks logos, the number 12 as far as the eye could see.
Everywhere.
Pretty much everywhere. And it was a pretty remarkable, and again, very positive set. I didn't see anybody really being too big of a knucklehead. You always worry about celebrations like this and people doing dangerous things. And
Philadelphia,
Yeah, well, not naming names, but since you put it out there.
I mean, I think everybody knows.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm looking at some of our other shots. Well, that one's wobbling. Let's see here. We've got somebody up there with the with the Seahawks flag,
Just
representing.
getting a view from high above.
And again, all these different shots too. These are coming in live, so it's going to be chaotic here as we're going
this is
through.
along the parade route right here. So I will tell you, having watched, I remember watching the live feed 12 years ago when the Seahawks held their then only celebration. They actually did it a little bit different. I want to say that year they did the parade first, and then it went to Lumen Field, where they had the big celebratory event. And yeah, you just had the players, and I imagine it will be like this. You'll have players on different vehicles making their way through, waving to the fans. I remember 12 years ago, Marshawn Lynch was throwing Skittles out to the crowd because he was famous for
that makes sense.
Skittles.
That makes sense.
Oh boy, see, that's I don't know.
That guy, yeah, there's somebody
that
there
kind of behavior.
making a little climb there.
I want to get a good view here, but
Oops. All right.
and by the way, I should mention, Seattle Public Schools, they were not allowing, this was not an excused absence. They let that be known that
Which is kind of interesting.
would not be, allowed to skip school. But in 2014, 13,000 students did not go to school that day in 2014. So we'll see.
I cannot imagine there's that many people that are.
Yeah, we've already seen some kids in the crowd today, so I think a lot of parents are like, you know what, who knows the next time you get to do this, so bringing their kids
And that's
out.
the thing, as you mentioned, it was 12 years since the last one, which isn't that.
Yeah, well, was the 50th season for the Seattle Seahawks, so they celebrated their 50th anniversary this year, and in 50 years they've had 2 championships.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of things that.
You don't miss out on
Again,
stuff like this.
As Blazer fans know, we are now coming up on 50 years since 1977, the last time they won a championship.
I think people will be out of work for a week if the Blazers win a championship.
I can't even imagine what it'll be like, hopefully, when we get a parade similar like this in Portland. So there you see, I think that was Coach Mike McDonald that we saw right there. Who we got some. So that's John Schneider. He's the general manager, the guy who basically puts the team together. He's really the only connective tissue between the last Seahawks team that won the Super Bowl and this team. He put together that roster that won the Super Bowl 12 years ago, and he put together this roster. So he's really kind of the secret sauce
Really pulling
of
a
why
lot
the
together.
Seahawks now have won 2 Super Bowls. Nice shot of that guy's shoes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we can get another shot up here as we're
Bear
going.
with us, folks. We're doing our best.
This is as it's happening. Let's. You know what, Joe? We're going back to your.
Yeah, well, we can go back to.
Well, actually, we've got
previous-
some of this other.
Yeah, so this was what you're going to see here. I think this was the last Super Bowl championship. I believe this was the. So this
there we
was
go, Richard Sherman.
This was the Legion of Boom, the only other Super Bowl championship that the Seahawks won when they had the celebration that year. And again, it was a happening because this is not a city that's had a lot of championships in their day. The Mariners have never even been to a World Series. They almost got there this year. So, when these things happen, it is a community-wide event.
It's something special.
Statewide, region-wide. I mean, we're doing this in Oregon, and we have a lot of fans here in the Portland metro area, as you know, that are Seahawks fans.
Absolutely, yeah.
As well.
Yeah, a lot of Seahawks fans, a few Niners fans.
We have quite,
running there too.
look, if I had to rank the fan base by volume, I would say definitely Seahawks 1. I would say Niners 2, and then you have your Steelers, your Cowboys, your Packers.
A few Raiders thrown
So
in there.
yeah, some Raiders in there as well. But boy, yeah, that's a big crowd that we've got there.
That is, yeah. So this is
That's
somewhere there in
parade route.
downtown.
4th Avenue, I know in Seattle, it's going
Ave.
down 4th Avenue. And so again, we're going to have these vehicles heading out from Lumen Field any second now to start this.
And there we go. Yeah, taking a look right there.
Man, this is a lot of moving pieces.
A lot of
for
moving
something like this.
pieces.
And again, they've this only happened on Sunday that they won the championship. Now, from what I read, logistically, something like this, when the Seahawks won the NFC Championship a couple weeks ago, they at least put the planning in a place that, okay, if they win this thing, what are the basic
here's how we're gonna do
logistics?
it.
Here's how we're going to do it. You don't want to jinx yourself, but I do want to mention that we do have a reporter on site, Michaela Armstrong, but right now the signal is not great. I think the issue is when you have something like this, Greg, you've got cell phones everywhere, you've got all sorts of people, and so it's there's a lot of competition for getting the signal out there. So from what we understand, 12 years ago, there was 700,000 people.
700,000 people in Seattle attending that parade. Oh, sorry, I'll switch that shot. A lot of shoes that we're seeing right there as we're getting ready. But this is another one. So 700,000 people in 2014 for that first ever Seahawks Super Bowl win. Now, this 12 years later. So
And if, I will say, Greg, if I remember correctly, that was a pretty cold day. Like it was clear, it wasn't raining, but I think that the weather might be slightly more favorable for a parade today. So
yeah, this looks
like
pretty,
a pretty nice, you know, for February in the Northwest.
Right, that's pretty good. I
These
mean,
things go.
I don't see any rain happening. I mean, that's not too bad for a downtown Seattle day. Yeah, in February. Estimation. So it's estimated there could be up to 1 million people for this one.
Look, I believe it. It's
I do too.
You know, I think there's probably some people that made the trip up from Oregon for this. I know for a fact there is because people that I'm connected with on social media said they were going up for the trip. So this is not just the people of Seattle or even the people of Washington. You've got Oregonians there. I bet you probably have fans that came out from Idaho.
Oh,
because it is a team that has a real regional following because it is the only team in the Pacific Northwest. So they have fans in British Columbia. They have fans in Alaska.
Montana,
they have fans in Idaho, Montana, you name it. So.
Yeah, coming from all over the place there for this. Let's see, we've got. Oh, looks like that's from
reporter getting ready.
To talk about what's going on there. But just behind the reporter,
it looks like
Fox 13. I think that's Jody. Is that
that's
probably
the one Jody Allen's in. I would guess she's probably maybe leading the parade there.
Yeah, and that's in Lumen. And I know it looks like they've cleared out a lot of people because they sold out.
60,000 people, I believe.
Yeah, sold out in 20 minutes, I think is what I saw.
Exactly. It was free, but it was like first come, first serve for the tickets. And as you can imagine, they went really fast.
It looks like a lot of people have left now for
getting along the parade.
And we'll have some of that footage too of what took place in there earlier, a little bit later on. Mm-hmm. So we will have that for everybody. I think that was you probably heard some of the players talking.
Yeah, I mean Mike McDonald, the coach, was speaking. I did see some of that, and so pretty raucous affair there. But we're just waiting for it to actually head out for the convoy to hit the road there.
The convoy through Seattle as we're. So let's see here. We do have, of course, some of our reporters have made the trip up. I know Michaela Armstrong's up there. Let me see if I can get that pulled up here, and we'll see if
you want to wait until they start moving or whatever.
Looks like feed's not coming through on there. And okay, we'll go ahead and go back to this one. We're trying to route that in there. And okay, let me try one more time here. And I believe we do have Michaela. There we go. Right. There's Michaela. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull Michaela's sound up here. Michaela, I don't know if you can hear us, but we can see you right now there in Seattle. I don't know if you can tell us, where you're at.
We just got word that the team is on their way from the stadium here, so this crowd is going to see the team any minute now, and they're going to see the Seahawks team come down with the Lombardi Trophy. This is almost like an unofficial holiday. I've spoken to people who have called out sick from work, skipped school, and driven or flown from near and far just to be here to witness this moment. 12 years ago, when the Seahawks last won the Super Bowl, the crowd was around 700,000 people. This crowd can certainly surpass that today because it is expected to have a crowd of up to 1 million people here today. And as you can see, this crowd is already packed. And so far, you can already see the 12s out here celebrating. Many have told me this celebration is long overdue. Some have even been 50 season ticket holders. I've spoken to a person that was a 50 season ticket holder that has said he has waited all his life to celebrate a moment like this, and you can just feel the excitement coming from this crowd. People have been cheering. You see a lot of flags here, a lot of pride, so people are just having a good time waiting for the team to come down and really show themselves to this crowd, and especially that trophy. I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, and so there we go, Michaela. Thank you very much. And as you can tell with the chaos there, we'll be checking in with her as we go. Let's go to this. It looks like we are getting some movement here from inside the stadium. And as being the start of the parade there, good job.
Yeah, so it looks like, again, that's John Schneider right there, the general manager
of the
Seattle Seahawks.
All I heard was Judge Judy the whole time.
With a celebratory cigar. Yeah. I think he's earned it.
Yeah,
The general manager now for 2 Super Bowl championships. Again, the
I thought
guy
we were
who's
doing a digital
put together
show.
this team really
That's different.
remarkable.
This is Greg
Drafted
Dibble,
a lot of young stars.
which is also digital. But when you do live shots with Greg, there's a special number we're supposed to call in on. No one.
Guy's not even 40
Yeah, I
years
only
old.
hear
I
Judge
know
Judy.
already.
You don't hear Judge Judy too?
And actually seeing him,
You don't hear
smile.
Judge Judy too?
That's
See,
we're on the
it's
same phone
always
call.
so
Oh.
serious.
Yeah, that's all I hear.
Sometimes it's,
Wait, you did that whole live show with Judge Judy?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yes, he
Yes.
Good job.
really.
Wow.
Yes. Let's go ahead and pull that down. Okay, we'll see if we can get some more sound here from inside the stadium. All right, looks like they're going to a live shot. Let's switch to this. Just for right now, we'll see a little bit more there along the parade route as we're bouncing through a few different camera feeds that we have.
I'm naming my next son Mike McDonald. They might have some company there, I imagine.
Yeah.
There might be some Jackson Smith and Jigbas being
There
born,
could
and
be.
Sam Darnold's for that matter.
I wonder how many 12-year-old Marshawn's there are.
Yeah,
right
I think there's a fair amount, actually. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Russ is in some Sherms, too.
yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Hi, Mom, Pa. We won.
We won the Anya. We won the year.
Okay,
Yeah.
1 year right there. And again, looking there in Lumen. Okay, we'll go ahead and pull that down because it looks like she's getting ready to do a live hit for Fox 13. And on the parade route, let's see if we can bounce through a couple more here. I think we've got some more feeds just around the city. I've taken a look of what's happening. Let's go to, we're going to switch it. Let's make sure we don't pull up something we don't want to watch. And let's see, just try that one. We'll try, well, that's the one we have here. So live. Again, we are live here too. Okay, I've got another one for us. Oh, nope, we just switched off of that one. All right, so we're gonna keep on bouncing around here, taking a look throughout the city. And this is a celebration, so everything's moving around, a lot of moving parts happening, a lot of people having to switch positions here as we go through. Let's try one other one here. And there we go. There's a look. Looks like right by City Hall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you are. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's literally going right through the heart of downtown Seattle. This celebration is, again, down 4th. So past Westlake Center, if you know where the monorail begins to the Seattle Center. That's Westlake. So a lot of the well-known locations throughout Seattle that this parade's going to be passing by. Right now, and people still waiting patiently along the parade route. It looks like, I'm looking at the feed of Lumen.
We'll go ahead and get that pulled up here.
And let's see. Okay, once again, there's John Schneider,
Yep.
the GM, kind of waiting. He's got, I don't know what in his cup.
Yep. I can guess there's some celebrating going
Well,
on, but
I mean, he's
who
earned
knows? Who knows? Oh, absolutely. This is the kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And as you mentioned, he's got a cigar right
Yeah.
there. Ready to go. All right, we'll go ahead and cut from that just while we're waiting. But all of these fans, patiently waiting. And as we mentioned, estimated up to 1 million people.
Yeah.
Who knows? Could even go over that.
Well,
it's
and
hard to say.
Michaela was doing live reports on Good Day Oregon starting at 8 a.m. and there was already thousands and thousands of people along the parade route. So these people have been waiting there for more than 3 hours to watch this parade. Just out again. Thankfully, the weather's cooperating. I mean, people started getting there early.
Yeah, looks like as early as 4:30 in the morning, which is not surprising. I mean, for something like this, which again, you got to wonder what attendance is going to be at some of the schools. I know this wasn't an excused.
Right.
It was not an excused absence day, but I'm going to guess there's a lot of sick
Yes,
calls.
A lot of sick notes.
Yes.
Just they won't be signed by a doctor necessarily. You can see this reporter is looking to, I think, pointing out Coach Mike McDonald once again. Interesting fact about Mike McDonald. So he was a defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
He calls all the defensive plays for the Seahawks. He's the first Super Bowl winning coach to call his own defensive plays.
Wow.
In 60 years of the Super
The
Bowl.
first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can.
listen to him?
Yeah, let's listen in.
The joy of everybody, bringing everybody together. That's what it's all about, and we're gonna have a heck of a time celebrating.
To be on this convoy with your family, what does that mean?
It's a dream come true. I mean, this is like I said, this is the vision we had for our team and our organization and our city. And when you have opportunities like this, we're going to enjoy it. We're going to share it with everybody.
Leonard Williams said this isn't over. You guys expect to be back. How much belief do you have that you guys can be back?
Well, I have 100% confidence in us hitting our standard every day. It's going to be another journey next year. It's going to be a whole new group of people. It's going to take a lot of faith, a lot of favor from God, and there's a time for that, and that's later. But right now, it's time to celebrate this year's team.
Last question, how excited are you to embrace the 12s in the streets as this parade is about to get going?
I can't believe it. The amount of 12s that came into the stadium was unbelievable, and then you think, well, shoot, there's probably, I don't know, like 100X out there waiting for us. So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see all the footage, and everybody's smiling. It's going to be awesome.
Last question. Ernest Jones has had this strong message defending this team all year long. What do you think of that message and just his ability to embrace everybody?
It's just absolutely epic. I mean, that's him. That's why we love him. I think that's why the city loves him. And I couldn't have said it better myself.
Appreciate you, Coach. Enjoy it. All right, obviously Ernest Jones embracing everybody, defending his quarterback, saying if you have anything to say about the quarterback, about the offensive line, the defense, well, he doesn't support anything you have to say, especially when it comes to the city of Seattle. So many players saying, we love this city. A.J. Barner saying, we do not care. We still do not care. That man is the one who started that quote from the very beginning. Inside Lumen Field, live, Alyssa Charleston-Smith, Bill, Aaron, and Aaron will send it back to you.
All right, so we'll go ahead and bring that down, but that is from Fox 13 Seattle. But hearing from Mike McDonald, hearing from the man himself.
So, interesting story I was watching. He, as the Super Bowl winning coach, they asked him to be down on the Jimmy Kimmel show immediately afterwards. So he had to be flown down to L.A. from San Francisco. He didn't even have a change of clothes. Apparently the wardrobe department at Jimmy Kimmel had to find him a shirt so he could be presentable on national television. Flew down to L.A., I believe with his mother, who's a big Jimmy Kimmel fan. So apparently she was fangirling out. And then to fly back up San Francisco, be with the team, to fly back up to Seattle in time for the parade. So it's been
all over the place.
72 hours for Mike McDonald, who I believe is all of, 38 years old?
Oh, 38 years old,
One of the youngest coaches
Super
in the
Bowl champ.
Only in his second year. I mean, that's the remarkable thing, is that, Pete Carroll, of course, famously won up until now the Seahawks' only championship, and they kind of allowed him to gracefully find an exit because,
you could say it that way.
There were some declining returns, perhaps, in the win department, and they said now's the time to find a new person to steer the ship, and they brought in this guy who was this hot shot coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. Brought him in, and boom, just like that. Within 2 years, he wins a Super Bowl. New quarterback this year. They brought in, they had Geno Smith.
Right.
Couldn't agree on a contract. He moved on to the Raiders. They brought in Sam Darnold. There was all these questions about Sam Darnold.
A lot of questions about that,
I mean,
about bringing in Sam Darnold.
7 or 8 years worth of questions surrounding Sam Darnold, and he answered all of them.
Was his fifth team, I believe? 5 teams before?
I believe so, yeah.
Previously.
Absolutely.
So a lot.
I mean, that's if you consider the Jets an NFL team, which I think the verdict is out on that.
Fair enough. That is fair.
But nonetheless, yes, he took the scenic route to get to a Super Bowl championship.
But yet there he is, with and let's see, actually.
Oh, are we heading out now?
Looks like we're heading out. So we got some players in there. Can't tell.
It said offensive coaches on that banner.
Oh, did it? Okay.
The coaching staff.
Coaching staff's here.
Of the teams.
Through.
Let's see here if we can get a steady shot.
Yeah.
Q13.
I'm sure somebody's running around trying to get this as much as.
So you've got there, you're going to have your assistant coaches, coaching staff, that sort of thing, on these various trucks, and they'll be labeled. I do remember this.
They do label them, so that's good.
I do remember this from the last parade, and then they'd have wide receivers grouped together.
Interesting. Okay.
Defensive line, that sort of thing. So you'll probably see different groups of the Seahawks, and of course, a lot of times they have their spouses or family members on there with them.
Right, they're celebrating as well. So this is at Lumen as they're going to be heading out there. And continuing on, a lot of celebrating going on there with
you got the defensive coaches there. We got a
special teams coaches also. Okay.
So they're heading out Lumen, and then it's basically going to go straight down again that main stretch of 4th Avenue in Seattle, and it's going to go for a couple miles. And they're expecting this to last, I believe, 2 hours. From now until then. So it's going to be going for a ways.
And I'm sure they're going to be talking at the end of the parade, or typically that's what happens,
well,
right?
no, I'm not sure if they are, because they did that here at Lumen.
So that's where that was.
They were addressing the crowd. That's what I'm saying. This feels backwards from the way I remember it the last time they won.
Yeah.
Where they had the parade that ended at Lumen.
And then
spoke
they
to the
talked.
fans. This one, I think they're kicking it off, pun intended, speaking to the fans here, and now they're out in the parade route. And I'm wondering if those are players that we have in the back of that truck there. I see someone wearing a Jackson Smith and Jigba jersey. I don't know if that's him or
Yeah,
not.
if it actually is him.
I mean, I can't, from this vantage point, I can't tell. But he
Yeah.
had number 11, which...
And we'll have some more shots too once they get out
Yeah.
into the city. So we'll be bringing you that also. But this is just taking a look there. You know, getting an inside look in Lumen as people are heading out. I couldn't see who that group was. I missed you that part is. But you know, yeah, like you mentioned, you have all the coaching staff. You have the trainers, everybody else, the family members, everybody there celebrating, kids, wives.
I imagine even like the
whatever,
office staff, like the behind the scenes people. I mean, this is, again, it's for the whole organization. So
Yeah.
I imagine that you're going to have people that you never heard of.
Right.
making their way, through
Which,
the
why
parade
wouldn't
route
you?
here.
Why
Of
wouldn't,
course,
you know, yeah, if you're a part of that team, whatever capacity, you're going to want to be there on the back of one of those.
You know, and it's pretty remarkable for someone, again, who's followed this team as long as I have. There was a time when the Seahawks almost left Seattle 30 years ago. The former owner, Ken Behring, he announced that he was moving the team to Los Angeles.
Not a very popular guy.
Nope. He's not a name that you mention in polite company in Seattle these days. But, and there was lawsuits and all this. It ended up being... they put up a public referendum to build a stadium. It passed. Paul Allen bought the team. And now, since Paul Allen bought the team, they had never been to a Super Bowl before Paul Allen bought the team. He bought the team, and now they've been to 4, and they've won their second. So
4
it's a pretty
Super
remarkable
Bowls
turnaround.
in the last 20 years. I mean, that's a pretty incredible turnaround. I mean, just thinking about that with nothing before that. I couldn't see.
I can't make out from here any of the players' faces. And, of course, half the time these guys are wearing helmets, so that doesn't help.
Right, exactly.
But some of the more familiar ones, we'll definitely recognize
Darnold
JSN
and JSN,
Darnold
yeah.
and the DeMarcus Lawrences of the world. And, so that guy doesn't look like he plays on the team. I could be wrong.
We may have said, yeah. Not entirely sure if
you've got
he made the roster.
staffers and all of this stuff. So anyways, again, it just kind of shows that
Some Steve Largent jerseys up there.
The fortunes of this franchise. If you lived in the 80s and 90s, the idea that follow this team then, like I did, like so many people did.
The concept of the
4
Seahawks
Super
being
Bowls in 20 years,
that wasn't
and
something
2
that you really thought about that much.
championships.
Yeah.
I believe they have the most Super Bowl appearances of any NFC team in that stretch.
Wow.
So I believe the Eagles have had several. One of 4 teams with multiple Super Bowl wins since 2010. The others are the Pats, the Patriots, obviously, the Chiefs, of course, and the Eagles have won a few.
That's a pretty good company to be in, though.
It
But I
sure
mean, thinking
is.
about during that time of all of those teams that had such dominant runs, but there's your.
No, for
I
years
mean, Pats and Chiefs obviously having a
they
big
called
chunk
them
of
the
those.
Sea Chickens for years and years. And, I mean, I suppose people still do.
I've got
now
a
it's
friend who's a
kinda
big Steelers fan who still references sea chickens
haters
quite
gonna
a
hate.
bit.
Well, hey, man, the Steelers beat the Seahawks 20 years ago in the Super Bowl.
That's true, but where are they right now?
That's an excellent point.
Okay, let's go back here and keep on looking at this inside Lumen. We just had that other shot that we were seeing there of the streets of Seattle where this parade is going to go by. And these fans waiting there, as we were saying earlier, as early as 4:30 in the morning, lining the streets to watch this team go by and celebrate that. That whole stadium was presumably full.
Yeah, it was full. It's emptied out.
Yeah.
People are finding a spot along the
It's like
parade
still some
route.
people there waiting to watch this part of it as they make their way out. I wonder how many of these vehicles they have for this. I mean,
gonna need
looks
quite a
like
few.
the entire Washington
50
National
plus
Guard's there.
Players,
Yeah.
plus spouses, plus coaching staff, plus assistants, office
And,
staff.
oh yeah, everybody's going to be in there.
Absolutely.
Everybody is going to be on board.
I wonder if I haven't seen if there's any alumni, Seahawks alumni, but
Yeah,
like whether you're gonna have any,
Marshawn or
like Marshawn or Sherman or any of the Steve Largents. I mean, if you want to go back.
yeah,
even
I saw some
further.
Steve Largent jerseys up there.
Yeah.
Let's see, going back. I was just flipping through here, so.
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
watching. We got multiple angles here, though. Greg and I are watching. and
yeah,
to
we're trying to
monitor
pull up all
to
these,
see when it hits
and
the
you know,
streets here. And right now, we're just seeing fans along the parade route.
yeah, we'll leave it on that one. As we get more of these feeds coming in, we will get we'll get these up here for you. And we have our own reporter, too. Michaela Armstrong's up there right now. Went up there, I think they went up yesterday, so they could be there for this.
Yeah, they went up last night, and they started, Michaela started reporting around 8 a.m. on Good Day Oregon, where you already had thousands of fans lining the streets.
Right.
So the party began early.
Party began there. Well, I'm not going to say that's the best idea, but you know,
OSHA does not recommend that.
I thought he was supposed to be in school.
Well, there's a lot of, again, I think parents are giving their kids a pass this morning.
And I believe this is actually, let's see, is this our feed right there? I think we do have Michaela. We'll go ahead and go to her here in a minute, but looking back here at Lumen, I don't know if that means it's cleared out yet. We're not entirely sure. We will have some of those shots, as I mentioned, along the parade route as those come in. Looks like some cameras are switching up as far as positions right now, is what I'm going to guess why we don't have some of those feeds.
Right.
So we'll
yeah,
get some more of those.
I don't know how far the distance is from our parade route cameras from Lumen. It might be a bit, so it's possible that these could be on the road right now. They just haven't reached where we have multiple cameras, but where our cameras are at this moment.
Yeah, some of them might be. I was trying to see fourth and what does that say?
Boy, I can't tell.
I wish we could zoom in on that. Yeah, I can't. Not entirely sure. But somewhere on 4th, there in downtown. I'm sure people who are there are people who know exactly where that is. Taking a look here again. Yeah, in the stadium, it seems. That everybody's out.
It looks like that's emptied out. So now at this point, we're just waiting for it to hit the parade route.
So we'll go ahead and pull it up on here, and just taking a look again at all of these people lined up. So excited for this giant celebration of this Seahawks win, Super Bowl 60. I mean, pretty amazing. I did have some interesting facts about this. That this was, I believe, the lowest, the biggest odds for two teams at the beginning of the season to make it to the Super Bowl.
I believe the Seahawks were 60-1 in the.
That sounds about right.
75-1 or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, something along those lines. I mean,
the Seahawks had a good season last year, but I think most prognosticators had them third place in the division, but behind the Rams and the 49ers, who, by the way, also are very good this year. I mean, it was definitely the toughest. I mean, you
could argue they're the top 3 teams. I mean, at least the Rams.
You could absolutely make that argument, especially when you consider the fact that they had to play the 49ers in the playoffs,
right?
And then they had to play the Rams in the playoffs to finally get there. I think Michaela Armstrong was there.
I was going to say the team is about a mile away, and any minute this crowd will. The team is about a mile away, and at any moment, this crowd will be able to see the Seahawks team come down with that Lombardi trophy. We are kind of at the point where the team will stop, maybe even come and talk to some of these 12s out here. But this is like a unofficial holiday. I've been able to really talk to this crowd, and some of them have come here extremely early in the morning, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., just to make sure they've got the perfect spot. You can even see some of them right there, making sure they can see the Seahawks team when they get to this spot, and making sure they're able to get anything that they throw out, whether that's a football, a flag, a t-shirt, anything. They just want to be able to see this team and that Lombardi trophy. I've spoken to people who have said they've called out sick from work, they've skipped school, they've driven down here, even from Portland, like where we came from. They've flown down here, made sure to be near and far. And some people have told me that this is so special to them because 12 years ago when the Seahawks last won the Super Bowl, the crowd was around 700,000. This crowd, I mean, look, it's certainly surpassing that today. This crowd is expected to grow to 1 million people today, and we've seen it over the course of the hours already, just getting larger and larger and larger. And the pride is certainly out here today. It's electric. Everybody is certainly excited, and they have certainly come out here to make sure that you see they are prideful in the team today for that victory they pulled out on Sunday. And many have told me that the celebration is long overdue. They've waited for this for so long, and now they are going to make sure that the team is certainly celebrated the only way they know how.
Big thank you to Michaela. We'll check back in with her just a little bit once the play especially starts going by there. But looking at some of these other shots, you know, and again, just all of these people. I think this is near King Street Station. Where we're looking at there, so maybe we'll get to see.
So that's a train station right there. If you ever ride the train,
I've taken that train there, and there's Lumen right in the background.
Field. It's a great way. If you ever want to go to a Seahawks or Mariners game, by the way, take the train.
It really is
it takes
great.
you right there. It's very convenient.
I've taken it for several concerts up there.
And concerts as well.
Yeah.
It's like Kendrick Lamar there last year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good shot.
So I'm gonna guess the team will be coming by this shot here
For sure.
pretty soon.
Yeah, that would be.
You're coming around the
along
backside of
parade
Lumen.
route.
And
Yeah, I would think that would be one of the first spots where you are going to see the various cars and trucks carrying the Seahawks, carrying the coaching staff. I believe it looked like Jody Allen, again, the chair of the Allen Estate, was kind of leading the charge there. So that might be the first person that we see coming through here.
And as we're waiting for this, just talking about the Jody Allen side of things, and there are the rumors that the team may be up for sale now.
Right.
Of course, if you are going to tell the team, this may be the best time to do it. Got the hottest commodity right now in the NFL with the win.
As I understand it, and if I'm wrong, they can correct me on this. But
Yeah.
Part of Paul Allen's, will or what have you was stipulated that upon his death, both the Blazers and the Seahawks would be sold, with the proceeds of that going to various, nonprofit entities. He has, Paul Allen has a long legacy of contributing to philanthropy.
Absolutely.
He has the Allen Brain Institute in Seattle. He has all sorts of, he has the EMP, the Experience Music Project. Oh, and I think we're seeing the first vehicles making their way here along the parade route. Again, this is 4th Avenue in Seattle, and it looks like we're seeing our first signs of the championship convoy there.
Our camera there is jockeying to get position, I think, to take a look at that. We'll, while they're swinging around, just to avoid exactly. So we'll just take a look here, but we will pull that other shot back up as soon as they get there. But it looks like the team is starting to make it there from Lumen, and I'll be curious to see who's there in the first vehicle as it goes by. Oh, there's a bouncy ball going on. I mean, we got all kinds of celebrations happening. Somebody was climbing under a fence. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. Again, to make sure we're not getting dizzy. We'll come back to that once we get that.
We have a shot near the train station there, but it's kind of jittery. He's kind of all over the place, so we don't want to give anybody motion sickness for our shots there. But any minute now, I think we're going to start seeing those first vehicles coming through.
They're slowly making it down there for this. I know we said it a bunch of times, but 1 million people is what's expected or anticipated for this celebration there in Seattle. People lined up since 4:30, and man, it does look like a good time. Seattle's going to be a lot of fun today.
Yeah, I mean, boy.
I mean, you were there just on Sunday night.
I was there for Sunday night. I watched the game at a watch party, as I've done for all the Super Bowls.
While we're waiting for this, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Is some of Joe's footage.
This is Pioneer Square in Seattle, where immediately following the game, people poured into the streets, tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, that just rushed out there, and the party was all night long.
Yeah.
I mean, people danced. I mean, I was literally hugging complete strangers, and nobody was complaining.
I mean, that's one of those things where, for a celebration like this, it's something that just brings everybody together. It gives another shot of Joe's footage.
This is stuff I shot, and it was just, everyone was just in a great mood. I mean, I didn't see any knucklehead behavior like maybe you see in some other cities.
Right.
Everyone was really, that I saw, on their best behavior. I'm sure there's reports of people that
there's always, as you mentioned, a few knuckleheads,
but generally speaking, people were just out having a good time, celebrating the right way, and really enjoying themselves. Because again, if you're a longtime fan of this team, of any team, you know that you never know when your next championship.
No.
If you'll ever see another one.
Yeah, and some people may not. I mean, as we talked about before, the Blazers, it's over 50 years now. or almost 50 years.
50 years. It'll be 50 years next year
Yeah,
since the
50 years
Blazers
next
won
year.
their last championship, and we're waiting to get a parade of our own. We would
Yeah.
love to have a parade like
That would
this.
be.
That would be something else.
That would be
You've seen
something.
you've seen those pictures of Bill Walton and going down
Right.
Broadway, and I mean just
Celebrating downtown.
the idea
the
of
whole
getting to
city
see
coming
that
out.
in Portland, man, I would love to see that.
That would be something special.
But for now, this is the championship parade in the Northwest. This is the one we're getting, and I'll take this too.
Yeah. Okay, so we still haven't seen the team hasn't come by yet, where one of our cameras is. Although it looks like we're getting some people walking down.
Let's see. We got
Yeah, this is the
walking.
floor right here.
Okay.
I'm not sure
Is this like the advanced
who
guard
those
here?
are. Yeah,
What are we saying here?
not sure what we have. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be out there or not.
Service, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because we did see some vehicles in the distance, apparently coming from the direction of Lumen Field, where they had a big rally with the trophy and all of that.
Maybe they're just taking their time, I would imagine, saying hi to everybody as they come down. All right, we'll go ahead and switch to it. This is another position down the road from where the team will be going. Looking at all those flags coming up.
A lot of 12 flags.
A lot of 12 flags. Okay, here we go. Let's come back to this.
All right.
Yeah, there we are.
So we have Blitz, the Seahawk mascot there, getting the crowd amped up.
Yep.
So this is our vantage point, I believe, by King Street Station, so closer to the stadium.
Which is where everybody's been filing out of there, as far as all of the players, the coaches, the staff, the families, all expected to be riding by here. And I'm imagining there's a lot of people using their devices here, which can affect this feed a little bit.
That will absolutely affect the quality of the feed, so bear with us. Anytime you're in a place with lots of cell phones. But here we go. We got
somebody coming up here.
If we can make out who is on there. Okay, that's Jim Zorn right there, former Seahawks quarterback from back in the 1970s. So you've got some Seahawk alumni in there. Is that Richard Sherman behind him?
It sure looks like Richard Sherman.
That's Sherman behind him right there. So you've got some Seahawk alumni. So Jim Zorn, Sherm. Let me see if I can make out some other faces here again.
Of course, it got
Signal's
pixelated
a
right
little
there.
spotty.
Oh, is that Marshawn? That might have been Marshawn back there too. So you got some alumni there on that first one, and let's see who we
This
have
might be
here
some
on the
more
next
here.
one.
I can't tell from the quality of this feed who's on there. Let's see.
Let me check if we've got some other
I think I see. No, that's a
feeds coming through.
But I
Yeah,
think,
for right now, I think that's the one that we
I think you are looking at some Seahawk alumni there still. And now we've got a truck coming up here. Yeah, I wish.
Seeing Lumen right there in the background. Violent Champions. This is part of the.
Got a Super Bowl ring right there.
Yeah, okay.
So these guys would not have received. So that would
No.
be a ring from the previous championship 12 years ago, because they would not yet have received their Super Bowl rings for this one. Those take a while to make.
Oh, there's Jody Allen there on the other side.
Yeah, there's Jody Allen. So chair, of course, of the Allen Trust. Current figurehead of the Seahawks. That may change if the team is sold, but for now, it is still the Allen family estate running the show there.
Okay, feed's coming back in, so you'll just have to bear with us with that. I mean,
yeah, we eventually do have we have another shot further down the parade route that has better quality. They're competing with fewer cell phones.
Yeah.
So while we can't make out, so Chuck Arnold, the Seahawks president, longtime president of the Seahawks. Let me see who else we got here.
This is
There's
kind
John
of the.
Schneider right there. So that's John Schneider once again. Again, as I said earlier, really the only connective tissue to both championship teams. He was the general manager for the team that won 12 years ago. He's the general manager for this team. Started all over again, new coaching staff, new players.
And what a
they've done it
job, though.
again.
What a job. Mike McDonald
And
right
this
there.
is the guy he hired, Mike McDonald.
I mean, talk about an amazing hire.
Second
to finding
year.
him out of there and getting that. He's the third youngest coach to win a Super Bowl.
Second year as a head coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, he was 2 years ago, he was the defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Not a name that most football fans, even diehard fans, didn't even necessarily know his name. And they, legendary coach Pete Carroll, they had to pick his successor. And a lot of people said, Mike who? Thought
Yeah.
maybe you go after a big name. Because Pete Carroll, when he was hired, everyone knew Pete Carroll.
Right.
He was the USC head coach.
Yeah.
He won national championships. Everyone knew
A
him.
very big
Mike
deal.
McDonald was not a household name. He is now.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, we'll switch away from that. Well, looks like that shot's getting reestablished. But again, we've got more here. Okay, we'll try this
bear
again.
with us. This
Yeah,
feed
we're going to
goes in
switch
and
back
out.
and forth and give you as much as we can. And these other cameras that we have, so this
more
whole parade's
stable
going to go by those
Yeah.
later on too, so we'll be able to see more. Okay, well that's freezing up. We'll just show you this. But again, looking down there at the downtown Seattle, all of these people coming out for this celebration. Hard to see who is there on this one right now. But these are all the vehicles that are leading Lumen for the parade, which is expected to be at least another hour of this part of it. And at some point today, too, we'll have the footage of the players speaking as well that we'll be getting to you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if our shot can stay consistent here to see who this is. And oh, there we
there's
go.
some confetti
Okay, we
going.
got a confetti cannon. All right.
As well you should.
Yes. Oh, that is a fully loaded confetti cannon. That is a lot of.
I hope they brought enough
Lot
for
of-
the entire parade route there. Look at all those tanks and
That's a lot of tanks.
CO2 there.
I mean, I don't know if they do too many here at the start, they may not make it to the end. But so we'll see what happens. And got a DJ.
Like a
Looks
DJ,
like.
again,
Yeah.
one would expect.
Yep.
Something natural,
Coming through there, and all right, so let's see. Well, it looks like the shot's getting a little bit better. We'll go ahead and stick with this one. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so we might have some players on this bus right here. Let's see if we can.
Looking
pick
for
out
a
any faces.
JSN sighting or
They're not, these are not all players. You can see there's some kids, probably some spouses on there as well. But
Yep.
a number of the players probably, but yeah, we also see some people who are clearly not players on there. So several buses. Okay, who's on there? Is that JSN or is that Devin Witherspoon maybe right there?
hard to
Can't
tell. At least they're going to get closer here. So
from my vantage point, it looked like that might have been Devin Witherspoon, the quarterback, who I actually thought should have been MVP. He had a huge Super Bowl cornerback. We've got people glad handing along the parade route here, taking pictures. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Trying to see who we've got there. Let's see if I can pull this audio on here. And also, this is a live feed, so you can't guarantee what these things are. Might have that, but we'll pop that down. Yeah. Looks like we lost some audio. I guess we'll hold on this here.
Is that Ernest Jones right there? Yeah, Ernest Jones the fourth. So obviously a key defensive player. Oh, and is that the Lombardi Trophy right there, or is that a replica? I'm not sure, but that's definitely Ernest Jones the fourth right there.
That's a nice. If it was gonna freeze, that was a good spot for it to freeze right there.
Yeah.
That was a good picture.
A funny story. During the Super Bowl, Puka Nacua, who plays for the Rams, obviously a rival of the Seahawks. I don't know. Sam Darnold had made a bad throw, and Puka Nacua, Sam Darnold, he wrote Sam Darnold with like a laughing emoji.
yeah.
And Jones responded with, "Aren't you watching this at home?" Goofy blank. I won't say the rest.
I mean, yeah, if you're going to be talking some smack, maybe not after you just got beat by the team.
Yeah, maybe not when
as
you're
you are
watching on
sitting
your
at home.
couch.
Probably not the best time to be doing that. Just check.
Boy, there's Sam Darnold right there.
Oh, there we go.
I think that's Sam. Sure looks
Are
like
you
it.
able to hear what's being?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So I think something's going on with our end as far as being able to hear that. Let me get this fixed here. Okay, I see what's happening. Let's. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
So we saw Sam Darnold going by on that bus right there. Of course, Super Bowl winning quarterback. I mean, he wasn't necessarily the MVP. It wasn't his greatest game. He had a really great game in the NFC Championship game. Can you believe this? He is the first quarterback from USC You think of all the great players
Which is
who came out of USC
crazy.
to ever win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so many
No
Heisman
USC
Trophy
quarterback.
winners, so many, stars. Once you get that USC quarterback position,
And can I tell you a little story? I hated him when he was at USC because I went to Washington State.
Well, yeah.
And we beat Sam Darnold at USC. It was a big feather in our cap. But now I'm his biggest fan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, it's funny how things change once it.
And he's a good guy. I mean,
He does seem
when
like
I say I hated him, I just rooted against him.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, so we did have Darnold come through. Not sure who's on. Those guys don't look like players.
You might have seen all the players come through. This might be more the coaching staff and office staff. Again, it's not, usually they bring everybody with the organization out for something like this.
Which, I mean, it is, even if you're not on the field, you're still a part of that organization and working your way up with that.
50 years, Greg, that the Seahawks have been in the Super Bowl. Back in the day when we were fielders, you would have seen the Kingdom.
Oh, the old Kingdom, yeah.
Where I went to games back in the...
Before it started crumbling to the ground.
Days, yeah.
The ceiling
Games
falling
were
in.
black and white back then. I think they were playing with leather helmets, but still.
Let's see. I may have some more. Well, again, hard to see. And so just so you know, so the quality that you're seeing right now, we have other camera shots further down the parade route, which as of right now look pretty good. So once those, actually I'll show you what one of those is there. So this is further in. I'll go ahead and pot some of that audio down. Okay, we'll go back here and see what we can see as these players, are making their way through. We've already had the coaching staff, I believe, for the at least.
We saw Coach McDonald. We saw
Coach
Jody
McDonald,
Allen, a number of the players.
GM, and some alumni as well. So Richard Sherman being there.
We saw Jim Zorn. I mean, Jim Zorn was the first quarterback 50 years ago
He was
for the Seahawks. The
first quarterback.
Yep. I can tell you the history of Seahawks quarterbacks. You want to start with Jim Zorn and then.
Wait, can you recite them all the way through?
Kelly Stouffer, Dan McGuire, Rick Meyer. There were some dark days in there. Matt Hasselbeck, of course, first one to take them to the Super Bowl, and then a few years later, Russell Wilson did the same thing. All right, we've got more Hawks here, it looks like. We've got a Seahawk chant going. Oh, here we go.
But there.
More clean feed here.
Yeah. All right. So, looking above everybody right there. So offensive coaches, you can see there on the side. I do like the fact that that's labeled on the side there, just so you know.
Yeah, I should mention, so offensive coaches, Clint Kubiak's the offensive coordinator for the Seahawks. He's leaving.
Yeah.
He just accepted a job to be the new coach of the Raiders. So he said he was actually coming back for this parade today. He had his introductory press conference, and then right after this, he's heading back to Las Vegas. And then, we've got... That's not Kenneth Walker, is there? The MVP? I can't tell from this vantage point.
Hard to tell. Well, it's definitely somebody celebrating. Yeah, I can't tell if that is. Did you see that video that was out to you just the other day of him? Or I don't know if that is Kenneth Walker, but
I don't think it is.
No, of Kenneth Walker and Sam Darnold at Disneyland in their teacup.
Yeah,
spinning around doing a little bit of celebrating. I believe is that Darnold right there. It's hard to tell from this far back, but we will be seeing all these players. Oh, that's special teams, I think. That's what I'm seeing there. So, everybody's here for this. Everybody's celebrating, and we'll be with this along this entire parade route. But yeah, definitely some good shots right here of just seeing this and all of those people.
Well, it really gives you an idea for the scale, because this is going a couple miles, and it's you're 15, 20 people deep on either side, and it's going to keep going and going. So I'm sure we'll get the estimate at some point, or get the tally at some point, but estimated to be up to 1 million people out there in Seattle. Celebrating this. You can see confetti flying in one of those shots there. They had a confetti cannon just a minute ago, if you missed that part. But this is one of those things where this could be, for some people, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, because you just never know when another championship can happen. I mean, you have teams like the Patriots who have, obviously a lot of success there. The Seahawks having some pretty good success in this last 20 years, that's for sure. But, I mean, it took them 38 years to win their first Super Bowl, another 12 years to win their second. And here's the thing. There are questions surrounding, I mean, the Seahawks aren't going anywhere. They're not leaving Seattle, but they're probably going to have new ownership.
Yeah.
Will it be as stable as the Allen family ownership was? Or, will you get a situation like some other unnamed franchises where the owners maybe sometimes get in the way? And Dallas, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, it really can shape a lot of things there, and that shows what Paul Allen when he did buy the team and the Trailblazers too. Some of the things.
Well,
that he did there for
and
them.
it's funny because Paul Allen always said that basketball was his first passion, and the Blazers were his first passion, and he really bought the team. He was not. I actually read his autobiography recently. He was a football fan, but he was a much more of a basketball guy.
Yeah.
And he basically bought this team to save it for Seattle. It was like something for his hometown.
Yeah.
He made his money in Microsoft, and this was like a gift for the city. Now, he came to become a big Seahawks fan, but, he basically just came in and he spent money to bring in the best football people he could afford. Hey, do what you got to do to make this team a winner, and they did just that.
Yeah.
Now, 4 Super Bowl appearances, 2 championships for a team that prior to that had none of any of those.
Yeah. Now setting that standard of, well, at least every 12 years, get there. But you never know with these kinds of things, and that's
talk
why.
to a Detroit Lions fan.
Right.
Detroit's been in the league since it was founded. They've never been to a Super Bowl.
Heartbreaking.
The Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, they had their team taken away. They never got to a Super Bowl. Their team gets taken away, moved to Baltimore. They win a couple of Super Bowls.
Yeah.
They finally get a team back, and they've never been. So, I mean, Seahawks fans are eating good. And I think they know that. If you don't, you should. Don't ever take this for granted. You don't know when the next one will be.
That's why you show up to something like this if you're there in Seattle. At least that's my 2 cents.
100%.
I would be down there.
Is that Reek Woolen there? That might be Reek Woolen. I can't
tell. We've got 2 different shots here. Looks like some people have hopped out to walk along with everyone. Can't quite tell who anybody is from this angle. But just showing that celebration. Oh, there we go. We got 2 different shots of the same one. So getting a little bit of a better. Well, as I say that, of course, the Seahawks flag dropping right in the middle of that.
Yeah, I think I mentioned to you in the parade 12 years ago, Marshawn Lynch was throwing out Skittles to everybody. He was riding on the front of a truck all by himself, just throwing out
hucking Skittles
in every which direction.
So this is as they're making their way here to the city. I'm not quite sure what the cross streets are.
We did not care. So that's what Coach Mike McDonald said when they won the NFC Championship game. I think it was Michael Strahan said, hey, you had a lot of naysayers going into the season. What did you think? And McDonald said, we did not care.
Yeah.
And that became a big rallying cry for the Hawks and their fans going into the Super Bowl. Hey, we don't care what you're saying about us.
Yeah.
We're going to win the game.
Yeah.
And then you can say whatever you want. And I think that's pretty healthy. It's a pretty healthy attitude for life in general.
It really is.
Don't worry about the naysayers. Just do your thing. If you succeed, well, then they throw a parade for you.
Yeah. You get to do something like this. That's a pretty sweet jacket he's got there, actually. I kind of like that one. Let's take it. Okay, just kind of flipping through here. Some of the different shots, seeing all that confetti on the ground in downtown Seattle.
Yeah, some of the Hawks players, it looks like, are kind of going rogue. They're hopping off the bus, running around, high-fiving the 12s. Because this is their moment, and they want to share it with the fans.
Back there, you were saying 10, 15. That's.
It goes back and up. You've got multiple levels of people watching this.
Yeah, nice time to have an office spot right there if you've got that. If you've got that view.
Absolutely, prime real estate.
Signs everywhere. Let's see. Let's take a. We'll just keep on cutting back and forth here with these different images that we have. The bus is there. Yeah, as you mentioned, looks like a lot of players hopping off, doing some celebrating with the fans themselves, and just having a good time. This is one of those moments.
Yeah, we estimated. Well, see, I think I have the number here. 12 years ago, the last parade, it was something in the air. 13,000 students were absent from Seattle Public Schools. That school district made an announcement before this that, hey, you're not excused from class
Yeah.
today. Nonetheless, I'm seeing a lot of kids in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
And presumably not all from Seattle, even not only from Washington. I know
No.
that people from Oregon went up there, and
I know we
in some
had
cases Idaho. And
I know Michaela spoke to some people from Oregon who were up there for this. Got up there early or last night and celebrating with that. All right, well we've got this coverage going here for you.
Well, this
so
has been great. I should mention, I know Michaela Armstrong, she's been doing reports on this, and I believe you tune into Fox 12 Oregon. We're going to have kind of a recap of the big parade and the celebration and everything.
Right.
We're going to have all of that coming up throughout the day here on Fox 12 Oregon, so you can get kind of the whole celebration kind of. I got to put a guy out there. On the left, that's Abe Lucas. Not only is he a Seahawk, he's a Washington State Cougar.
there
Thank
we
you
go.
very much.
That's the perfect one to go out on. Okay, all right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this.
Nikki, we want to thank Fox 13 for covering this so diligently. Been out here since what, 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning? Appreciate you guys and your energy. Sir, thank you very much, sir. You guys covered all the families and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You guys really put in today. I appreciate you. Gotta get one of this guy. So killer. Can you tell our people the name right quick so I can pass it on? Jim Zone Wow. Now get out of here. I know how to get out of here too. What's your social name? What's your name? Hey, Fernando, thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Keep up the good work.
Cat, come on, that was good shit right there.
I have, if they stop, I've got my mic. If they stop, I've got my mic. I'm going to try to flag everybody over. I'll jump right in, you jump in. Okay, will do. Bavisha, heads up, Ethan came to this side too, so you might get two different shots that could have potential for that.
want to lose. I feel phenomenal. I want to thank everybody for letting me come back home and spin the block one time. Amazing! I can't even describe it.
How's your voice doing?
Terrible! I lost it. I'm back at the stadium.
What do you say to the fans?
Thank you so much. We can't appreciate you guys enough. You love the 12s.
What's this mean to you tonight?
Everything, everything. This is the greatest accomplishment in the sport, and we can't thank you enough.
Hey, forget him.
Thank
Enjoy
you so
this.
much. Thank you.
Let's go. We're on Fox News, baby. We just won the Super Bowl championship. They said we was going to go fourth in the NFC West. Now what? What do you want the fans to hear from you? We love y'all. Come on, man. Levi Stadium was a home game because of the 12. Because of the 12. Let's go.
Go Seahawks. Seattle Parade 2026. We're going crazy. Like, y'all see the people out here? It's good vibes, man.
Great throw. Amazing. Did you hear anything? I could hear That was epic. That was very good. Yeah. He's not gonna eat. That was on the receiver. That was on the receiver, not the. Yeah. Thank you, Brad. If you don't get in trouble, it's a great idea. If you get in trouble,